Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your WWE Cruiserweight Classic, and I'm going to assume this is the first of many, so 2016 live reactions. This is episode 1, Marinallo and Daniel Bryan on commentary. I'm pretty psyched.
Oh, bro, I mean, let me tell you, just to give everybody a little bit of a backstory, I loved the Cruiserweight division as a kid. It was like my favorite division on SmackDown. And I think
on SmackDown. I thought you were going to say WCW, but that's where I grew to love Cruiserweights, was on WCW with like Malenko and Jericho and Mysterio and all those guys.
Yeah, and see, you know that I really primarily got into wrestling just a little bit before the Ruthless Aggression era, and then I was raised on the Ruthless Aggression era.
Right.
So, SmackDown Cruiserweights were my bread and butter, but what makes me so excited about this tournament is it isn't just the high flyers, and as you and I like to say sometimes, the flippy shit. You know, there's gonna be technically sound wrestlers, there's gonna be that catch-as-catch-can style of wrestling, there's gonna be, I'm sure, brawlers, there's gonna be all types, because as Daniel Bryan said, in bracketology, it's cruiserweight really means, if nothing else, weight limit. And all these men have attained the proper weight limit.
And the thing, too, about the weight limit is it's fluid. Back in WCW, the cruiserweight limit was 225, but, I mean, these days, I feel like most wrestlers are under 225, so now the weight limit's at 205.
I mean, bro, one of my favorite wrestlers right now, and, you know, I'm only bringing him up because he's not in the tournament, but Marty Scurll, who, you know, I've been a big fan of lately, he comes in apparently at only 180 pounds.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's that cruiserweight model as well, and I freaking love his work. And that's the kind of work you're going to see in the Cruiserweight Classic here, and I'm so excited to be doing live reactions for the inaugural episode.
Yeah.
So.
Did you hear the, not Regal, Paul Heyman handed a WWE contract, or not WWE, an Evolve contract to Will Ospreay.
Oh, no, I did not know that.
And then he turned to Marty Scurll and said, "You're next."
Nice.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's the future of WWE right there.
I fucking love it, dude. Marty Scurll in NXT. I await the day the same way for Adam Cole, but that's not about these guys. It's about the Cruiserweight Classic. I think I even said on NXT Twitwell last night, do you, brother? I've been hearing rave reviews about the debut episode all over Twitter, so I'll be excited to see it with my own eyes. As there is Marinallo and Daniel Bryan. What an announced team those two will make.
Yeah, and more specifically, I'm actually hearing rave reviews about Kota Ibushi match that he had on this show.
Yes, dude, yes. Kota Ibushi.
I believe Alejandro or Alexander or whatever is Saez.
I mean, you know I'm a Kota Ibushi fan from our coverage of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Alejandro. It's Alejandro Saez.
Alejandro Saez.
Saez. It might be Saez. I'm not sure.
Alejandro Saez.
I don't know.
Dude, you and I, we always try our best, and that's all anybody should really expect of us when it comes to names of that nature.
But regardless, the point is it's a Kota Ibushi match, and Kota Ibushi is going to win it anyway, so... As much as I want to see out of Alejandro, and I'm not sure what his last name is, so I'm not even going to try and botch it again. Yeah, it's the Kota Ibushi match that people are excited about.
And again, as I was saying earlier, you know I'm a Kota Ibushi fan from our New Japan coverage. And by the way, for all of you Twitwell fanatics, G1 Climax 2016 in 4 days. And,
on Monday.
I know, it's going to be freaking insane. Yep, HoHo Lun and Ariya Daivari.
Oh, it's Clement, Petiot, and Cedric Alexander.
Cedric Alexander, I heard rave reviews about him too. I think so many people are excited about him being in a WWE ring, and you can color me as well.
Oh, and it's not even Alejandro, it's Sean Maluta.
Ah, okay. Very interesting first round match.
This is the one, yeah, it's Saez. It is Saez, okay. But against Gran Metallik, a.k.a. Mascara Dorada.
Yeah, I'm going to be rooting for him.
He's amazing.
Oh, man.
Oh, I think that's actually going to happen first. Holy crap.
Gran Metallik. Alejandro Saez. Should be an interesting matchup. By the way, Lund versus Alexander. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, one of our Twitwell faithful and a personal friend of mine, Anthony, did not have kind opinions about Lund at all. He didn't want his opinion to influence my opinion. I promise you it won't, my friend, but I'm very curious how he's going to perform.
Alejandro Saez. Yeah, I mean, I've heard some bad things about HoHo Loon, but I don't necessarily know if it's warranted. from what I understand, China being one of the most populated countries on the planet still doesn't really have much of a wrestling scene at all.
Which really, to be perfectly honest, shocks me a little bit, but it seems like
and
they're
especially
finally...
because they're neighbors with Japan, who like wrestling is a religion.
Exactly. I've always called Japan the wrestling capital of the world from where I sit.
Yeah.
And here is Gran Metallik.
Yeah, he looks awesome. But what I was going to say about HoHo Loon is that, from what I understand, his performance on this show was sort of underwhelming because of nerves, because he's used to performing, in China where people aren't really that passionate about wrestling, and now he's coming to the US and representing basically an entire country because, again, China has very little wrestling in it, and the wrestling scene in China is very small and very sort of, under the radar. And then he shows up in this, and he's like this big deal, getting a big opportunity, 1 in 32 people from all around the world, and that kind of thing. And there was someone on Reddit that said something about how they've actually seen him wrestle before in China, and he can tear it up, but he didn't perform up to his usual standards in this tournament because they're assuming nerves.
And that's a shame, because, I certainly can't blame him. I think I'd be, lying in a puddle of my own urine having to compete in front of a crowd of this magnitude. But when the lights are on bright, you got to perform. So I don't know if he won his match or lost it. I mean, obviously, we're going to find out later tonight. But if he did win and he did advance, hopefully he has a second chance, to make it up to the crowd and really give them his best. As here we go.
Yeah.
Gran versus Alejandro.
I'm actually really surprised that this Alejandro Saez guy is he's exactly 205 pounds, actually. He looks a lot bigger.
Yeah, he does, and you look at him looking at Gran. Well, he does accept a handshake. He was kind of looking at it. I didn't know if he was going to accept it or not. And
yeah, if I had to guess at 6'1", I would guess he would be like 220.
Yeah.
But I guess he cut down for the weigh-in and then just kind of put all the weight back on.
Just kind of reminds me when Matt Hardy was in the Cruiserweight division and they had all those segments of him trying to lose the weight to make weight. And
didn't they do that with Hardcore Holly, too?
I think it was Shannon Moore. I know what you're talking about. He would
literally bring a scale to the ring.
Yeah, because him and Crash Holly had this opinion of themselves that they were super heavyweights.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. And now Gran going to try and fight out of the side headlock. Alejandro against the ropes here. Nice shoulder block.
Yeah.
No, just kind of talking
trash talking, yeah. Off the ropes.
I think when you get... Oh, Gran leaps over. Oh, look at that. Alejandro had that scouted. Nice dropkick there by Alejandro. Hooks the leg.
In. One. Oh, only a 1 count.
And you got to imagine, Ashton, for everybody in this tournament, no matter how experienced you are, getting over that first match, obviously if you win, because you have to, otherwise you're out, it's got to be a huge confidence boost and a huge relief, because I always think it's that initial hurdle, and really everything, but especially in an industry like wrestling, that's always the most difficult, and you got to imagine whoever wins is going to have a huge confidence boost for later rounds.
Oh, wow, he almost did like the Chris Hero flip over the ropes there. That was pretty cool.
Nice!
Drop kick
by Alejandro. Beautifully done. Goes over, hooks the leg.
2. No.
I guess he wanted better positioning. I don't know, but either way, it was just a 2 count. Alejandro looking a bit surprised there.
I'm waiting for Gran Metallik to start getting his shit in.
Oh, he will. Give it time. But Alejandro here still in firm control.
I was excited about Alejandro. When he did his sort of pose down during the intros of all these guys, I thought that he was going to do good things in this tournament. Oh! Handspring. Oh, my God.
And now Gran. Oh, super kick.
To the chest.
And now Gran, look at that run in the ropes. And
he's so good.
Drop kick again there. Now Alejandro going to the floor.
That's a star in the making right there, man. Like,
absolutely.
Eat your heart out, Kalisto.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Over the ropes.
Wow.
Alejandro there may have hurt his arm. See him trying to get the blood flow back into it.
That was cool.
That was. I mean, look, you weaponize your body when you take to the air, and the results, more often than not, are just breathtaking to watch. I mean, look at this again. Perfection.
Yeah, that was sick.
And now Gran going to go to the high-rent district there.
So sick.
Indeed.
And now he's going to walk along the ropes.
And what a splash there. That could be it right there. No. 2. And no, it's not. And even Alejandro can't believe it. He's like, are you sure I didn't lose? Yeah, we're positive. Oh, what an overhand chop.
Yeah.
Now Gran fired up, and I can't say I blame him when you've got...
He landed
Oh,
on
wait
his
a minute
feet,
here.
though. Oh, but the roundhouse kick there took him out.
Yeah, kick right to the head there. Now Alejandro just saying, all right. I mean, when you're hit with a flurry of aerial maneuvers like that, you want to catch your breath.
Shooting star press!
Oh my God, that was gorgeous.
Wow, to the legs, too.
When you talk about on the money, and I think Gran just favored his knee there, that was gorgeous. And now he's going to try and get Gran back in the ring here. Man, I feel like a kid again, folks. Look at that. Billy Kidman, eat your heart out.
Oh, it's going to the top for another one, maybe.
Oh, he's looking to end it here. I don't know, though. He's posturing. I don't know if that's smart.
He went for a freaking spiral tap.
And Gran, though, moved out of the way. That could be a difference maker, though, because when you get nothing, it hurts like hell.
Corner.
Fireman's carry. Death Valley driver, maybe?
Yep.
Isn't that a Samoan driver, too?
Yeah, that is a Samoan driver. You're right.
Gran gets the win.
Or no. Wait. No, yeah, you're right. It is a Samoan driver. I'm just trying to remember names of moves.
I'm so proud of myself that I made the right call. So
yeah, you did.
Great job there for Gran advancing to the next round. But I mean, Alejandro Saez, certainly made an impression. And that shooting star. I'll tell you, if this was Falls Count Anywhere, I think the match would have been over after that. Just a shame that it was outside the ring, and there's the Samoan driver already with the leg hook. Perfect form by Gran, and he gets the win.
Looked like his mask almost came off there.
Absolutely, as you see now. Charles Robinson, Little H, gonna, I think, formally raise the hand of Gran here.
That was a kind of awkward. We already knew he won. We saw the 3 count, brother.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, that's another thing I did hear, though, to the point of what we just saw with the ref kind of waiting for both guys to get up and stuff. A lot of people said that if they felt like it had kind of an MMA feel to it this first day of the tournament, and probably the whole tournament in general have that feel.
I'm looking forward to seeing Tajiri compete again.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Did you see the little video of him and William Regal reuniting?
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh, there we go. HoHo Loon and taking on Ariya Daivari.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't heard anything about Ariya Daivari. Like, I know that people talked about the show, and I've seen some non-spoiler reviews of it, but I haven't heard anything really about Ariya Daivari, because everything about this match that I have heard is about HoHo Loon.
Well, I'll tell you what, Loon might have his work cut out for him, because I'll tell you, Ariya Daivari has a great look. I like the physique. He looks bigger
than Sean.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because he's supposed to be under 205. He doesn't look...
They did show Sean Daivari. What's the relation between these two? Is there any?
I think they're brothers.
Oh, see, I wanted to assume that they were brothers, but I didn't want to jump the gun.
Yeah, I think Ariya is the younger brother.
Well, he certainly has a chance to impress.
And I think that what people need to realize about HoHo Loon being in WWE is that this is actually like a huge deal, not only for him, but for the WWE, because if they can get crossover appeal and break into the Chinese market, like that would be massive for them. That's over 1 billion untapped customers that the WWE might be getting into.
Oh, can you imagine the network subscriptions that could flood in if they get a stable Chinese relationship?
Exactly. I mean, if you can get 1% of the Chinese population to buy the network, that's a ridiculous amount of people.
Exactly.
It's like 10 million people, so...
And HoHo Loon. We'll see what he's got here. We'll see what it's all about.
You know who he kind of reminds me of, actually?
Who's that?
Speedball Mike Bailey.
He does have a similar look, coming in at 155 pounds, apparently 5'7".
He really reminds me of Mike Bailey.
And
I think Mike Bailey is part Japanese, too. So, obviously Chinese and Japanese aren't the same thing, but that's definitely a similarity.
I'll tell you, and Ariya Daivari, I'm curious about him because I am a fan of his brother Sean, or I was. I was actually the biggest fan of his, oddly enough, in TNA when he was X Division champion. So we'll see what his younger brother...
Sheikh Abdul Bashir?
Bashir. Yeah, Bashir.
I was just thinking of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I thought Bashar.
And Ariya Daivari. And the funny thing is he... of course, for this tournament, he's hailed as from Iran, and Iran, oddly enough, they have an amazing amateur wrestling program. Iran has some of the best collegiate athletes in the world. Professional wrestling athletes, I'm not so sure about that, but Ariya Daivari certainly has a chance to make a mark here. So do we think Daivari's advancing, or do you think Loon got by?
I honestly, for the WWE's sake, I hope that Loon wins.
Again, talking about the economic potential of kind of having an amicable relationship with Chinese markets.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And yeah, this crowd, definitely, I mean, that was a great opener to the tournament. I enjoyed that, seeing both guys. This could be a very interesting matchup here. Ref explaining the rules.
Oh my god, they're trying so hard to make this seem like a sport. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't really know why they're putting in all this effort.
I guess Daivari is going to stick to his roots and play the evil foreign heel.
I love the look on his face like, bitch, the hell are you doing sticking that hand out in front of me? You know who I am?
I'm not going to touch your skin unless it's to cause pain.
Exactly. Nice lock up there, and Daivari already going to the side headlock.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I gotta wonder, what both of these guys are going to bring to the table. As you see now, Loon going to try and fight out, pushes Daivari up, Daivari against the ropes. Shoulder block there. Same kind of feeling out process as our opening contest.
Nice cartwheel.
Yeah, Daivari, they're showing that athleticism. And now,
Duck.
Loon ducks and drop kick. Beautifully executed there.
I don't know. I'm digging HoHo so far.
Yeah, I don't really see anything wrong. Forearm in the corner.
Rolls him out.
Oh, wait a minute here. Trying to get the crowd into it here. And another drop kick there.
Drop kick to the back of the head.
Yeah, definitely. I'll throw the equilibrium off as Daivari kicks out.
That'll knock you the hell out.
Oh, absolutely. You won't even know where the hell you are.
Yeah.
Drop kick that impact. And now
he reminds me so much of Speedball. It's crazy.
Speed! Gotta love PWG crowds. And look at that neck breaker by Daivari. Beautiful execution. I'm telling you, I like this guy. I like. He
looks like an Iranian Randy Orton.
He has a great look. And
he's got like the body language and that kind of stuff down too.
I think he has the kind of physique and presence that WWE wanted a guy like Jinder Mahal to have, but just could never really possess.
I'm telling you, he reminds me of Orton for some reason.
And
obviously, he's smaller than Orton, but he reminds me of Orton.
Well, again, just a very impressive physique, man. Now look at that hard Irish whip. Now he's
His movements even remind me of Randy Orton. It's crazy.
Oh, he missed a splash in the corner here. Capitalized.
Oh my god, the knee.
What a knee by Daivari.
That was sick.
I'll tell you, in the words of Vampiro, color me a fan, brother. Hooks the leg and Loon kicks out. No, I like the confidence he's oozing off here. He realizes he has this match well in hand. Now, we don't want that confidence to transgress into arrogance.
Oh, and it's definitely going to. I mean, I think it already has, but it just hasn't cost him anything yet.
Exactly. Nice forearm. And now again,
another knee to the back.
Yeah, that was a knee. My apologies, because he had the arm out, but yeah, those were pointed knees right to the back. And now Loon going to regain a vertical base here.
I'm sorry, was Ariya Daivari literally trained by Randy Orton?
Maybe Orton during his time, with injuries, like, oh shit, I injured myself taking out the garbage. I got to redeem myself. I know, it's time to open up that wrestling school.
Yeah.
And Daivari was the first graduate.
That's crazy how much he reminds me of him.
And just really looking at just grounding Loon, which, I mean, hell, if you were ever going to use the grounding strategy, no better place than a Cruiserweight tournament.
Yeah, that's especially if you want to get that heel heat.
Definitely. And Daivari was just like, I'll show you Cruiserweights.
Oh, here we go. Using that
power. Gonna try and break the grasp there, and almost got it. No, he's got it. There it is.
Oh, knee to the gut.
But Daivari's just like, nope.
But the enziguri on the other way around.
The rebound.
Oh, it goes right for the pin. 2. Oh, and HoHo Loon kicks out.
I like the sense of urgency from Daivari, though. That certainly wasn't his mistake. Loon's just a tough customer, that's all.
Yeah.
As you see here again, the kick. I mean, look at this. The ability to know he might duck the first one, but I'm going to make sure I hit. Excellently done. And Daivari just talking trash there.
These guys are impressing me a lot, actually. I don't know why people are complaining about this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the match isn't over yet, so maybe something...
Oh, nice spinning heel kick.
That was a nice spinning heel kick. Loon found the mark there, and now
if people had a problem with that, blame the camera work, not the person.
Exactly. And now Sledge there.
Nice punch.
And now Daivari here on the defense versus the Irish Whip. Loon, look at that, balance himself on the ropes, and drop kick. Beautifully done.
Now might be a good time to go for a pin.
Oh, wait, I think he wants something bigger. What's he thinking about here? Could it be a German? Waist lock? German? No, Daivari stuffing the attempt, though. And look at that, Daivari. Great presence of mind.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Oh, and the back elbow there catches him. Oh, but the forearm.
Oh, what a discus. Forearm by Daivari. Holy shit. Oh, my God.
He's on the middle rope. What's he going to do? Oh, he's going to the top rope. Is he going to do a frog splash?
I don't know if this is advised.
Oh, he went for a frog splash.
And he missed. Oh, but now Loon.
Oh, nice. Shining Wizard to the back. Super kick to the front. Goes for the pin. One, two. No.
Two. No, it's not. Wow. I can't believe Daivari kicked out.
German?
Oh, wait a minute here. German.
Bridge. Two. And that's it.
3. Wow.
That was good. I enjoyed that.
I gotta be honest, nothing against Loon. I'm glad he was advancing, but I'm definitely a fan of Daivari.
Yeah, I liked both of those guys. Honestly, I feel like that match from beginning to end was more entertaining than the first one.
Yeah, I really got into that match.
I feel like the first match was only really entertaining when Gran Metallik got to do his stuff.
Yeah.
And, of course, the shooting star off the apron was awesome.
Yeah, that was a fun match.
That was really good. I think I'm just a sucker for psychology when it's done right, and that was definitely done right.
Oh, I completely agree with you. That was a very enjoyable affair. I mean, Sean's younger brother, Ariya Daivari, had nothing to be ashamed of. I thoroughly enjoyed his performance. I think he has an amazing look. He's one of those guys that I hope in the new NXT post-draft, they would think about sending a developmental contract his way.
Oh, dude, I mean, speaking of post-draft, I saw some, well, they're supposed to be non-spoiler, but I saw some quote-unquote non-spoiler match listings from the most recent taping, and a lot of new faces are showing up.
Well, that's wonderful.
Including a few tough enough faces that are showing up.
Okay.
And before you go there and you want to be miserable about it, no, ZZ's not one of them.
Hooray! He sucks so bad, he deserves to
too.
fail.
Neither is Josh.
Oh, wow.
He's not one of them either, so...
Yeah, what's his new name? Bronson something?
Bronson Matthews.
Bronson Matthews. What a douche-tard.
Oh, dude, I just saw the bracket, and assuming he wins his respective match, looks like HoHo Loon's next opponent will be Noam Dar.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, but here we go. Kota Ibushi versus Sean Maluta.
Here we go. It's been a while since you and I have had the pleasure of calling a Kota Ibushi match, it feels like.
Here we go. France, I believe. Clement Petiot versus
Cedric Alexander. Again, Cedric Alexander, a lot of people were raving about.
I love these graphics, though, for the CWC.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Really, really well done.
I'm just so excited about the remaining matches we have yet to see here tonight. And yeah, first two matches quite enjoyable, especially that second match we just got.
You know what? We always like to shit on them for when they get this wrong, so I'm going to give them credit when they get it right. No commercials during matches so far.
Yeah, that's true.
It's definitely appreciated.
And see, it's the same time as NXT. See how hard that isn't, to execute, guys? There you go.
I mean, it's an hour. It's when NXT ends.
Exactly.
But still, both on the network, so still.
Right, and there you go. Yeah.
Get it right.
And so let's okay. Oh, so
I figured that they would do this next because I was figuring Kota Ibushi's match would be last. Clement Petiot.
And
trained by Lance Storm.
Oh, Lance Storm, quite the technician himself.
Yeah, that instantly tells me this dude's going to be good, and that instantly tells me this match is going to be great, because we already know how good Cedric is.
Oh, I'm so glad to see Cedric back on the radar. I feel like ROH really missed an opportunity with him. I know he got hurt.
It's kind of ROH's moniker at this point. They miss opportunities.
Yeah.
Moose left.
Yeah, that's true. And just seeing Cedric Alexander back, especially on a stage like the WWE with this inaugural Cruiserweight Classic, It's huge for him. I mean, I know he said, if he ever was to be a part of the WWE system, he'd love his debut match to be against Dolph Ziggler. He's a huge Dolph Ziggler fan, so Cedric has got to just really be feeling quite good about his prospects right about now.
I mean, I know that this doesn't actually have anything to do with either of the competitors in this match, but since we did kind of talk about ROH missing opportunities, I think Moose himself missed an opportunity too, because from what I understand, he signed to TNA for basically like, high-end 5 figures per year.
Right.
Like, like 75 to 90K a year, maybe like 95-ish K a year.
Right.
But if he would have just stayed a free agent and worked the indies, he probably could have made 6 figures a year just working indies, just kind of being on that indie grind.
Yeah, probably.
And he could have literally just worked weekends, and he still probably would have made more than he's making at TNA.
Well, we have Clement's in-ring style build is technical, so I'm going to be having quite an eye on
Hey, man, he
this
was trained by Lance Storm. His in-ring style better be technical.
And Cedric Alexander, I wouldn't classify him purely as high-flying. I think he'll be more, definitely a hybrid style.
Yeah.
This should be a fun match. Now Cedric Alexander here. What an opportunity for this man. I'm quite happy for him. I'm really happy for all 32 competitors that they get a stage like this. So we will see. And I love how they just have...
Did they already show the graphic for both guys, or did they show them one each?
They show one each, and now we're getting Cedric's graphic here.
They have him listed at high flying.
Yeah, he'll definitely bring more.
He had to cut quite a bit of weight to be here, though, because there's no way he was only 200 pounds when we last saw him in ROH. He didn't have the six-pack back then.
Exactly. He really, and that's another reason why I'm happy to see him. Like, I was even going to remark to you with still pics that I saw of him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, he got lean and mean, brother. Cedric looks to be in amazing shape.
Yeah, he does.
And hey, respect him for that. He worked his ass off to be here, and that
and
just
the
shows
thing is, like, he was amazing and could perform crazy, awesome athletic feats even before he got into amazing shape. So imagine what he can do now.
Exactly. That's a terrifying thought if you're, Clement here. And
Does
here we go.
Does Clement have a Band-Aid on his right nipple?
I'm not sure.
It looks like he has some kind of a bandage on his right pec, right near his nipple.
And now, trying to break out the hole here. I know, he does. Reverse standing switch there into the hammerlock, and Cedric now.
Oh my god, I love Cedric Alexander.
Beautiful.
That's another, he's another guy that ROH missed the ball on. He was so freaking hot a couple years ago, and then they brought him back from his injury and basically did nothing with him and then turned him heel.
Exactly. Nice arm drags there.
Oh, ROH. You missed so many balls, you might as well be a freaking Cleveland Browns receiver.
Oh, shit, son. Everybody on blast tonight. And yes, Cedric owning the ring right now. And Clement not going to take that off the ropes. Cedric doesn't nicely.
I mean, they got Corey Cook, so hopefully he can help them.
Oh, my God, Cedric.
He's amazing. He basically did the Ricochet thing with the backflip, catch the head, Rana.
Cedric has got to just have...
Oh, here we're going to get to see a replay of it. This is cool.
Yeah, take a look at this guy's drop kick there. Just bam.
Oh, we didn't get to see the backflip Rana thing.
Right, I think that preceded the drop kick. But Cedric, though, maintaining his balance.
Oh, nice anticipation there by Clement.
Yeah, absolutely. Now he's just kind of spouting off to the fans here.
He's freaking ripped, too.
Oh, everybody seems to be in great shape. I guess they had to be for the weight cut.
I didn't really feel like Alejandro Saez was in amazing shape. I mean, he wasn't fat by any means, but he definitely wasn't ripped like these guys.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have a legit physique going on right now.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, Cedric Alexander now.
I hate to kind of go there, but these guys have the WWE look that they go for.
I mean, certainly. Yeah, nobody would... Oh, wow.
Slapped him right in the face!
Hey, Cedric's got to have a new lease on life to him here, competing on a stage like this. I mean, he looks great. He's performing great.
Get track by the end of this tournament.
Oh, my God, yeah. I mean, I hope.
I bet like a quarter of this entire field is probably going to get contracts, if not more, if not like half.
Exactly. Well, again, NXT is going to need to bulk up big time in a post-draft world. Yep. And prospects like this, I think, could even rejuvenate our interest in the NXT brand, because our fans have noted that our interest in the TV product, I mean, we're not totally down on it, but it's certainly waned from what it used to be. Nice gut wrench there by Clement into the cover there, hooks the leg, and Cedric kicks out. And I think these guys could go a long way in, repairing that interest, so to speak.
We actually got a question regarding the sort of waning interest in NXT TV for our Q&A later this month.
Yeah, which, I mean, I'll be more than happy to answer that, as I know you will as well when the time comes. You see Clement there working the rest hold there, and now Cedric fighting up. Nice
forearms. There we go. 3. Oh, with a kick to the knee to the gut. Oh, and wow, the back elbow.
Yeah, back elbow right to the...
Those elbow strikes, like, when you go straight down with your elbow, that can be devastating.
Exactly. And, Cedric here. And, hits the turnbuckle.
Oh.
Nice kick by Clement, and now Clement measuring his man. Nice shoulder block. Damn. Almost pounce-esque. And then
I was going to say that. It almost reminded me of the pounce, but it was like a straight-on pounce rather than the sideways one that Monty Brown used to always do.
Yeah, and you silly Americans scream, pounce! I don't need to do that. My move does all the talking for me, and now...
Oh, wow.
Still talking trash here.
Nice French accent, John.
Appreciate it. And now...
Not distasteful at all.
Johnny Scumbag. And now overhand chop there. Cedric trying to
fight. Dude, Cedric Alexander has such good fire. Why would you ever turn him heel?
I know, right? I never got that. Like, I was excited about the prospect of him joining up with Veda Scott and ROH, but yeah, I always thought he was more naturally babyface.
Yeah.
And especially, like, if you're gonna turn him heel, then do something with that heel turn, and they didn't even really do anything. So glad he's here in the Cruiserweight Classic. Oh, Clement missing the knee. Oh, wow, nice snapback there.
I was about to say, but my wrench.
And now...
Do you remember the wrench, John?
Oh, my God, yeah. The wrench will live forever. And
oh, my God.
Clothesline, Jesus.
He's so good.
And Cedric knows he's good, and I think he's preparing for the beginning of the end here.
In before WWE teams him up with Swan.
I know, right? Now running the ropes. What's he thinking about?
What's the forearm?
He's got a lot of momentum, though, behind those forearms.
Oh, my
Another one here.
Yeah, he does. He just cleared the entire ring in like 3 steps.
Oh, my God. This is going to be a Brent. No. Clement counters. Has control of the arm. Oh, went for something. Cedric caught him, and... no.
Headlock takedown.
I don't know who's in control here. And
my
lariat.
I think we know who's in control now, Clement.
2.
Oh,
only 2.
That was a good freaking lariat, though, let me tell you.
And
this guy knows what to do. I'm really enjoying this match, man.
Oh, my God, me too. Clement's face tells
this lariat just takes his head off.
Bam. Take a note, Natalia.
Yeah. She spins and then throws a lariat. The point is to use the spin to add momentum to the lariat.
Exactly.
She's like, I'm just going to do a pirouette here, and then you can run into my arm.
Oh, he's trying for it again. Cedric
oh, my God!
That's it.
That has to be it.
1, 2, 3 count.
Jesus.
Welcome back, Cedric Alexander.
It's nice to see you again. It seems like you've been gone for far too long.
Absolutely. What a talent.
Nice to have the real you back, brother.
I'll tell you, performers like Cedric Alexander are pro wrestling at its best, people.
Yeah.
That was some hell of a match.
Yeah, it was.
And hey, nothing against Clement either. I enjoyed his performance as well. And Cedric Alexander, I think he's even saying, this is my time. And you know what?
I'm rooting for you, man. I'm rooting for you.
I'm rooting for him, too. Look, nothing against the Kota Ibushis and Zack Sabre Jr.'s, but their stocks are secure. It's the Cedric Alexanders I've always been more fascinated with, guys that I don't really think have proven themselves yet, even though we know they have all the tools. Look at that clothesline springboard. That was fucking gorgeous. And then this lariat here, discus lariat by Clement, that was a thing of beauty.
And hey, man, he's got time, too. Cedric Alexander's only 26 years old, only going to be 27 this August.
Exactly.
Very young. A lot of the guys in this tournament are that they didn't bring back from before.
Right.
Like, I know there are a few guys like Tajiri and Kendrick and Tyson Dukes that have already been signed by WWE and left, and now they're back for this.
And now...
It's funny because Kota Ibushi looks like he's literally 18 years old, but he's one of the oldest guys in this tournament.
Right.
I think he's like 33 or 34.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Speaking of Kota Ibushi...
Yeah, his time's coming.
That match is next. Oh my God, and if Ibushi wins, he faces Alexander. That's not fair.
I know, that's going to be insanity.
Wow.
Cedric Alexander is all kinds of fired up. That win must have meant so much to him.
It was awesome to see him pull off.
Absolutely. And we see now we're checking in with Mauro Ranallo and Daniel Bryan here.
My boy D-Bry.
And there's
Kota Ibushi.
He is getting ready. We first saw Kota, as far as WWE affiliations go, in the crowd at, I believe it was NXT TakeOver Dallas. And now he's here.
A freak. And, like, here's the crazy thing about Ibushi, too. He was actually, in New Japan, he was bulking up because he wanted to be away from the junior division and join the heavyweight division because he had his sights set on the world title.
Right.
But then now he's done in New Japan and he's dropped weight and he's back to being under 200 pounds and he's in the Cruiserweight Classic.
You know, Ashton, and that might not be a bad thing. Look, I know they're two different things, so forgive me, but, I mean, you know I watch a lot of amateur wrestling, and there are guys that move up in weight classes, but you know what? They don't perform as well when they move up in weight. I think everybody has their ideal weight, and being a junior heavyweight, I mean, that could be Kota Ibushi's bread and butter. So, yeah. I, for one, am personally happy to see him back in this weight class.
Right, well, and the thing, too, about that is when he bulked up, he was bulked up enough to be in the heavyweight division, but he's still one of the smallest guys in the heavyweight division. But now he's probably one of the biggest guys in the Cruiserweight Classic.
And now you got Sean Maluta, who is a technical high-flying hybrid from, American Samoa.
Oh, snap. Trained by the Wild Samoans.
I'll tell you.
That's exactly where the Angry Mark, that guy that I keep on bringing up as a source for all this crazy WWE news, that's where he trained too, in the 90s with the Wild Samoans.
Ah, I did not know that. Crazy stuff.
And Small world, brother. Small world.
Small world indeed. It ain't just a Disney ride anymore. And now Sean Maluta. I'll tell you, I'm very curious how this match is going to pan out. And I mean, more so, much like Cedric Alexander, it feels like quite a while, brother, since you and I have had the privilege of calling a Kota Ibushi match.
If I was there, I'd be chanting, better than the Usos.
And probably not even wrong.
No, definitely not wrong.
I will say I dig his attire, too, for the record.
Yeah, he looks cool.
That's some cool shit.
Got the frills going on, like Macho Man. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I love it. Like, that's really cool. And Kota Ibushi, man.
He's like somewhere between the Usos and Carlito.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Gotta tell you, I don't know how many people expected Kota Ibushi to make his debut in an NXT ring, but I'm actually really glad that his debut for WWE is going to be in this Cruiserweight Classic tournament. This is really cool.
Here we go. Oh, look at the crowd stand up for Ibushi. That's awesome. Good to see them paying the respect he deserves.
Absolutely. Kota Ibushi again. You guys know from G1 Climax last year when TwitWow did wall-to-wall coverage, I was quite the fan of Kota Ibushi. I know you and I both have immense respect for Kota Ibushi, and to see him in this tournament is a huge deal.
Yeah, it is.
And you're talking about a guy, I mean, hey, he's taken the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura to the limit. He's beaten guys like AJ Styles.
Dude, I'm sorry, but that match, Ibushi Nakamura last year at Wrestle Kingdom 9 was so good.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Kota Ibushi versus AJ Styles in G1 Climax last year was one of my favorite matches of the tournament, and Ibushi won that match.
Yeah.
I remember because I lost my shit during the call. It was a huge win for Kota. And I think he even said in his personal video package, Ashton, I mean, that experience, when you face athletes that are world-class, and you don't get any more world-class than AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, the confidence it's got to give you. I mean, I'm going to ask you, Ashton, I mean, am I wrong? Don't you think Kota would be immensely confident looking at this Maluta, who, I mean, all due respect to him and his Samoan heritage, is a virtual unknown compared to the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles?
Yeah, but maybe overconfident. Maybe he's looking past Sean Maluta.
That is possible. That is very possible. And I don't know. I mean, if Maluta is that high-flying technical hybrid as his graphic says he is,
then Ibushi knows exactly how to deal with him.
And what a kick there. And look at Maluta immediately going to the floor and kind of checking himself there. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, Ibushi is a high flyer, but he's also one of the hardest kickers you'll ever see.
Absolutely. No, Kota Ibushi does not mess around. And, we talk about hybrids. They build Kota Ibushi as a high flyer and working that strong style, and you're certainly going to see that here.
Yep.
I cannot wait. As you see now, the wrist block.
Just an excellent performer.
Absolutely.
And it's hard to believe, too, that this is only the first round, so we're getting 4 matches here, but there are 16 matches in the first round alone, so that's 4 weeks worth. They've basically filled the entire first month of this show with only the first round.
Exactly.
And you almost have to wonder, too, if after the first round is over, if the competitors who were in the first round who lost are going to continue having matches, just not as part of the tournament itself.
That is a good question. We'll
maybe a loser's bracket would be interesting, because maybe you could do double elimination. I don't think they will, but it would be more interesting.
I would hope in future years, if this tournament has a successful proof of concept, that they would implement something like that. Because, some of these guys that lost, I'd love to see Daivari again, and that's why it kind of depresses me that he lost, because I don't know if we're going to see him again now.
Yeah.
And this Sean Maluta, I'm liking it right now. Nice shoulder block there. Seen a lot of shoulder blocks tonight from people. And off the ropes here.
Yeah, he plays, he sort of, fits the Samoan role better than the Usos do.
Oh, I would completely agree with you there. He just feels like that throwback to me, because the last person to come from the Samoan lineage that I was really crazy about, I was crazy about Umaga for time immediately, but yeah, Umaga was a beast.
Yeah.
Freaking loved watching Umaga work. And now Maluta there in the corner.
You can tell he was trained by the Wild Samoans. He's got really similar style.
Yeah, man. And now Kota Ibushi there rolled out. Maluta going to the top rope here. Could it be a splash, maybe?
Yep.
And
frog splash attempt, but missed.
And
landed right on his dick.
And we can tell you, folks, that when you crash and burn, it's been quite costly for other competitors. And now Kota
It looked
Ibushi,
there almost like he was playing the role of tag team partner wanting the tag.
Yeah, really.
My God, that missile drop kick.
Beautiful springboard missile drop kick by Kota Ibushi. I'll tell you, this man is something else.
Headlock? No.
I wonder what he's thinking about here.
Forearm.
Maluta there receding into the corner. And now Ibushi going to charge. Back elbow. Super kick. Well, that was my assumption. Oh, what a suplex by Kota Ibushi.
Very nice. Like I said, I think that's a key here. We need to kind of continue to acknowledge that Ibushi, despite now everyone in this tournament being 205 or under, Ibushi is still one of the biggest guys in this tournament.
Exactly. Look at that physique. And, Maluta there getting the double boots up on the top rope. Oh, nice.
Oh, my God. He killed him.
Double knee face buster. Holy shit. And Kota Ibushi there. But how smart by Kota Ibushi, because I'll tell you, if Kota Ibushi had remained inside, this match might have gone to Maluta. Look at that impact. But Kota Ibushi had the presence of mind, or maybe it was just instinctive, just to roll out so he wasn't vulnerable to a pin attempt. And now, what's Maluta thinking about?
Oh, crap. That was almost really, really bad.
Holy shit. I don't know what happened there, but it did its damage.
Up ropes and then landed on the apron and then continued to roll.
Well,
I wonder if they're going to show a replay of that, or because it was so messed up, I wonder if they're just going to not.
They may opt not to.
Yeah, but anyway, what I was actually getting ready to say, here they are going to show this again. You'll see his foot gets caught up in the rope. Actually, his arms got caught up in the ropes. And then his feet landed on the apron, and then he kind of did another jump off of the apron.
Well, I think Maluta, to his credit, tried to do the best recovery he could in the circumstances.
Yeah, that was brutal, though, man. Holy crap.
Now he's got the arms restricted here of Kota Ibushi.
But yeah, Kota Ibushi at 5'11" is one of the tallest guys in this tournament as well.
Indeed, and now look at that rear chin lock. Gonna just drive the knee into the back and just really ground him here. And Kota Ibushi, though, already regaining that vertical base, fighting back into this thing.
Isn't Rich Swann only 5'7"?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Swann,
I believe from Bracketology, they listed him at 5'7", 155, right?
Yeah, I believe that's correct. Kick out there by Kota Ibushi.
Out.
I'll definitely be rooting for Swann on a personal level in this tournament. I wonder if we're going to see him maybe next week. And now Maluta. Oh, nice chest kick there.
God.
Kota Ibushi, though, not yielding. Another kick.
Wow.
Maluta, though, measuring his man. Another kick. Nice.
Wait for Ibushi to catch one of these kicks, man. He just keeps letting them land.
Oh, wait a minute here.
Oh my
kick.
God.
Right on the button.
Almost Okada-esque.
Indeed. And now Kota Ibushi here. Gonna try and gain his bearings. Whoever gets to a vertical base, and I'm thinking it's gonna be Kota.
Yeah, I mean, you would think so. He delivered the offense.
Yeah, the last offensive maneuver was on Kota Ibushi's end. And now he's going to pick up Maluta. Maluta missing the strikes.
Oh,
and now
God. Speaking of strikes.
That flurry of strikes there. And now what's Kota thinking about here?
Yeah.
Beautiful kick. And now look at Maluta's positioning. And yes, what a moonsault.
Only a
kick
two
out there.
Wow. Maluta showing some real toughness there.
Definitely. It's gut check time for this young man, and so far he's persevering.
Gut check. That was a TNA thing.
Yeah, like all other failures. And now another forearm there by Kota Ibushi. And now going to spread the legs out here. Is he thinking Hurricane Rana? No, superplex.
Wow.
Kota Ibushi, man, not messed up.
I mean, like we said, he's got the high-flying ability for sure, and he's got the strong style, but, I mean, just not strong style. He is strong.
Exactly, but look at Maluta there, showing resistance.
Oh, crap.
Oh, wow.
We're going to get this frog splash that he missed earlier in the match?
Maybe, or maybe he's thinking of something different. Oh, it doesn't matter. What a Pele kick.
Holy crap.
And Kota Ibushi's just like, not that easy, Maluta. Not that easy.
Yeah, like, oh, man. You guys think AJ Styles is amazing. Have a look at Ibushi.
I think Ibushi is a ridiculous athlete.
I mean, you even brought it up. Ibushi beat Styles at G1 last year.
Indeed he did, and now look at this. The moonsault, triangle moonsault.
Always does that. That's like one of his signature moves.
It's been a long time since we've been able to call it, partner, but that one was on point, let me tell you.
Triangle moonsault.
Now the ref begins the count here. Would suck if there was ever a double count out in this tournament, because then you'd have to figure neither person in a tournament would advance.
Or both, and we'd get a triple threat.
Ooh, maybe. And you see the triangle moonsault again there.
Always looks crisp.
And Sean Maluta, I gotta tell you, that move has got to drive the air out of you. You got to be totally disoriented, wondering where the hell you are. And now Kota Ibushi hooking the leg.
That moonsault was crispier than a KFC tender.
Ooh, look at you with the references tonight. And Kota Ibushi now, could it be a deadlift German maybe?
Yeah. No, I think he wants the dragon suplex.
Dragon suplex?
Oh, God, he's fighting out of it though. No, he's going to totally lock it in right here.
Oh,
he super kick to hell.
Wow, beautiful super kick.
One,
just stacks him up.
Two.
And wow.
Super kicks became a Samoan thing because the Usos are obsessed with them, and now Sean Maluta uses one.
Hey, I thought at least Maluta had a 6 super kick at least. I'll give him credit.
That's true. His was pretty good.
Seemed like an on-point super kick. And that's what I was going to say. We got to pump
I'm going to give a lot of credit to Ibushi, too, for that sell. That was amazing.
Oh, absolutely. But I got to tell you, Maluta's definitely impressed me. And you know what? I have a lot of respect for him. He wasn't going to be overshadowed by Kota Ibushi's profile. He was going to really give a great effort. What kicks to the face? Wow.
He's calling for... Oh, I think he went on a knee there. Oh, my God. He just laid that kick in.
And Kota Ibushi, I think, just saying that's it.
Flex. No. Powerbomb.
And
last ride.
Oh my God!
Holy crap! 2 and that's
3 now.
Ow!
Eat your heart out, Undertaker! Holy shit!
A sit-out variation too. Oh my God!
That's sick.
That was awesome. He can high flying stuff if he gets bigger opponents that he can't lift up, but if he can lift you up, you're going for a last ride.
Big ups to Sean Maluta for staying in the fight down to the bitter end.
Super kick was awesome.
Kota Ibushi came here to do one thing, and that was make an impact. And I'll tell you, you and I have watched quite a few Kota Ibushi matches, and he still finds a way to make us pop.
Yeah.
Hot damn, that sit-out last ride.
Yep.
I never thought I'd make a call like that in a Kota Ibushi match. And now here we're going to see again the dive from Sean Maluta.
I mean, the reason, oh my God, that looked so bad. But anyway, I think the reason that you never thought you'd see yourself or hear yourself calling a move like that in an Ibushi match is because, like we said, in New Japan, he was entering in the heavyweight division when we started watching, and everyone that he was facing was bigger than him. But here, everyone he's facing pretty much is either the same size as him or smaller for the most part.
Right.
So
And here it is.
Power moves against people.
Bam! What impact.
Snap. The snap! When he got up to the very top of how high he could pull the Maluta up, and he just snaps him down, man. That was just devastating.
Absolutely. That might be one of my favorite powerbomb variations I've seen in quite some time. Was sick. And now the ref going to make the official decision here.
Ibushi!
Well, the Ibushi does win.
Great win by Ibushi.
And now Ibushi advances. So I think, like you said earlier, it's going to be
him and
Kota
Alexander.
Ibushi.
Oh, man. That's
Cedric Alexander. That is going to be a barn burner.
That's got to be like the main event of the second round.
Absolutely. And now there's the show of respect.
Yep.
Amazing outing from these two guys.
From what I understand, the main event, sort of, meaning like the last match we'll see of the first round, is Ciampa Gargano.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be something.
I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just from what I understand.
Right.
So I guess, is that it? Is this episode over, or are we going to get hyped for next time?
We may get hyped for next time, but...
First round.
Wow.
Here, Corey Graves. Tajiri, yes.
Gonna see Tajiri again. Damian Slater.
Slater, yeah. TJP.
TJ Perkins. Damac.
Oh, jeez. Mustafa Ali. That dude's going to be good. Lince Dorado. You know him, dude.
Force One, yeah, has a sick shooting star press.
Akira Tozawa and Kenneth Johnson. I'm cheering for Tozawa in that one for sure.
Definitely.
All right, man, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad that we're going to be covering this because this is some really good stuff.
Absolutely.
Man, all right, guys. Well, that was your first episode of the CWC, and we'll be back next Thursday with episode 2 live reactions. But of course, be sure to stay tuned in tomorrow when we do our huge fantasy draft, where John and I are each going to be presenting our own fantasy brand split rosters. And then once we're finished with that, I'm going to play Raw GM and he's going to play SmackDown GM, and we're going to draft rosters using the WWE, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see you guys there.